Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever, from wherever you are watching from, and thank you so much for tuning in. This is Never HTV. Guys, I spoke to somebody, a friend of mine who is my age mate, and we were discussing things live, those days that you just call a friend and then you find that the friend was also looking for you and you discuss life issues here and there. So this person was at a stage when she needed to speak to somebody and was looking to speak to me when I just called. Just that's what she told me. So guys, um, there are times that you feel like you need to speak to somebody because you have almost reached the end, and you are like, I need a friend. I need to call somebody, and then we spoke, and this lady was going through issues here and there, issues of life. I want to tell you guys that there is no issue that pinches more than that issue of sickness. And as I was listening to her telling me what she's going through, I was like, oh, okay. It was issues to do with money. And because she sounded so destroyed in the beginning, I was thinking that this friend of mine is going to tell me, okay, I'm suffering from this and that disease, and I have a hospital bill, or I need to be hospitalized, or I have been, I have been sick. That's what I expected. But the lady told me so much about money issues and all that and all that, and I said, oh my God, this thorn in the flesh about money, it is a problem with everybody. Everybody out there is talking about money, and we who have turned 60 or are turning 60, it is very sad when we turn 60, 70, 80, and then we are talking about going to stay at our sons' homes or our daughters' homes, and their partners don't want us there. It is very, very sad. So what can we do about this problem? Because when I spoke to this friend of mine, it was like she was having money issues. She could not afford to stay alone, and she wanted to go and stay with the son. And the son's wife, the daughter-in-law, said, no, 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 no. You cannot come and stay with us. I need my space with my husband and children. We don't need somebody else in our home. And then the son says, allow my mom to come and stay with us here, even as she organizes her stuff. And the daughter-in-law asked, is your mom looking for a job at 60? Is she going to be working so such that after some stay here, she's going to be able to be renting her own house or apartment? Is she looking for a job, or is she about to start a business? Does she have the capital to do that? What business does she want to do? And the son was like, oh, she will have to think of what she wants to do, because at the moment she doesn't have the money. So the daughter-in-law stood her ground and said, your mom cannot come here, stay with us for a month, and then later I will not stomach that stay, because we cannot be two women in this house. And when I ask her out, it will be said that I kicked her out, without a job, without money, with nothing. So I would rather she doesn't come, because if she doesn't come, no one will talk about it, because she's already in her place. So can you please try assist your mother from where she is? And the son, I understand, was also not very um, in a very good financial situation. So there was no option anyway, because there's no way she would have come. And then it was at this point that the lady was calling me, this lady friend of mine, trying to look for a place to go, because she felt like, okay, I think I'm not wanted. I wish I had my own money so that I can maybe start all over again. And I am 60. And she was very sad. Guys, that's why we are here to discuss this subject. Financial stability in our younger ages, in our younger life. How can we be financially stable so that we don't get to becoming a burden to our children when we are 60, when we are 70? Asking that we can go and stay with them or live with them in their homes. What can we do to attain this financial stability early enough in life, such that when we retire, we are financially stable and we are able to stay on our own? So guys, I want to tell you that it is not a very easy thing subject to discuss, because as we know, in the current economies in the world, saving money is something else. You may have enough money just for yourself at the moment and very little to save. But remember that when you retire, you exhaust your savings within a very short time. Like this lady did not just retire. It has been 10 months since she retired, and it's like she has been eating out of her savings until now she has exhausted everything. And she feels that now there's no money to continue living, spending on herself anymore, noting that she has an apartment to pay, she doesn't own a house, and she needs money for her upkeep. I also want to mention that it depends on what life you were living there before. If you are living a moderate life, you are going to continue living moderately. But if you are living a high-end life, note that coming down there to a step where you were not before is something very, very hard. So, this lady was obviously living a moderate life. And even that moderate life, sustaining it without an income is very, very hard. So I was here discussing with her, and I told her, don't you think, don't you have even some little money that you are left with, such that you can set up a small business out there that can sustain you moving on? And she's like, now, I have an apartment to pay for. I need this capital to set up that business. The economy is so bad such that this business that I'm going to set up may not pick up immediately. Therefore, it means I'll have two rents to pay. The rent for the premises where my business is going to be set up, and the rent for the house that I'm living in. Guys, I have to feed, and I have to also fuel my car to the place of work every morning and back. So the situation was becoming unbearable. There was no solution at that point, and we were like, so what do we do? Where do we go from here? How do we go about it? Because you cannot also go borrowing some money from the bank or from a friend or from wherever to start up a new business at 60, which you also don't know how it will work. So the question begs, at what point in our lives should we start saving for our retirement? At what point in life should we start looking way ahead of us, such that we will not call our sons and daughters asking that they come and house us in their homes, feed us and clothe us? And what can we do about it? Guys, I want to tell you that at this point I had nothing to offer to my friend. I had no idea. We did not get a solution. We just spoke and spoke and spoke, and then we said, okay, let me think about it and let me sleep over that and see what idea I can offer to you on another day. And you see, I was not of any help to this friend of mine. And when I hung up on that phone call, I looked back and I said, isn't how many people out there are going through situations like this and they have nothing to live on after retirement, after 60? So many of them. How many people have gone back to their children's homes and residences to stay with them because they cannot sustain their lifestyles out here? How many people are suffering financially out there at 60? And I say to myself, this is a subject to be discussed. And guys, I'm not discussing this subject here with you to tell you that I have a solution to all these questions that I'm asking myself. And I have not gotten back to my friend as yet. This is because I still have no answer, and I don't think I'm getting any answer any sooner unless you people drop down in the comment section and advise or discuss this subject with us. And let us know what you think can be done such that we don't fall victims to a situation like this one at hand. So, I still want to tell you that your help is well needed or badly needed, because there's a friend who is waiting out there not knowing what to do. And please drop down in the comment section. Let me hear what your thoughts are on this subject. And guys, I'm gonna end it here because seriously, I'm in darkness up to now. Let me wait to hear from you guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.